Alright guys, this is my Mk8 GTI 2022. Today we're going to be installing the forged blow valve. You're going to need a 10 mil T30, a flathead, and a, what else was it? A 7 mil. First thing you're going to want to do is we're going to remove the intake. If yours probably has an OEM, mine's have the MST intake outlet, so let's take that off. Alright guys, before you do anything, after you remove the intake, you want to make sure you put something in here just so nothing gets in the turbo. You don't want anything, you know, any screw or bolt going in the turbo. That's a bad idea. So now you're going to take your T30, you're going to connect these 3 bolts. If the clip is a little tricky to take off, you could just wait until you take the whole diverter valve out. Just be very careful with this. Make sure you don't lose these bolts. That's the last thing you need. Right, that's one. And 3. Alright. Alright, this is the stock diverter valve. What you want to do with this clip is pull the red tab, push it back, and then hit this little red thing, and bingo, just like that. Alright guys, so this is the stock diverter valve for the Mk8 GTI, and this is the forged blow valve. This releases the pressure in the intake to the atmosphere, which gives it that turbo noise that everyone likes. Just make sure this is tight. I've heard stories where this is loose, so just make sure this is tight, and we got to make sure we put on the O-rings that was provided with the kit. So this is the O-rings that you need to do, that you need to install. There's 2 of them. There's going to be the small one here, small O-ring goes right here, and make sure it's nice and flush. This O-ring here. Before we put it on, we're going to put a little bit of oil on here just so it could sit nice and smoothly and you won't pinch anything. So let's go install it. Alright, so now we're going to install the blow valve. I already put some oil around the O-rings so that it goes in nice and smooth. You're going to want to install it towards the turbo, and now we could go ahead and just be careful with this. You don't want to put up the bolts. Once you get all 3 bolts lined up, hand thread it. Make sure it's nice and snug, and then you could tighten it with the ratchet. Alright, just, you don't want to tighten it too much. You don't want these bolts to break. Just keep going around in a diagonal motion, and you'll know when it's, you know, nice and tight. Alright, now we can move on to the solenoid and the vacuum lines that is going to be needed for this. Alright guys, so this is the solenoid that was provided with the kit. This is going to have a couple of vacuum lines attached to it, which is going to let the blow valve know when to release the pressure. Comes with a bracket right here. You're just going to want to go like this, and then get the other bolt here and tighten it onto this bracket right here. This is going to be a 4mm Allen. Hopefully you guys have actual socket and not using fucking shit for furniture. And just tighten it on there. Boom, just like that. Alright, so once you put it on the bracket, they give you a 10 mil with a crush washer, don't forget that. And you're gonna put it right here. There's a spot right here where there's nothing on it. Just want to put it like this. Now don't fully tighten it. You could just leave it, make sure you just get a threaded in, and then you can just leave it loose for now. This way you could, you know, maneuver it whenever, you know, just leave it loose so that you could properly have it situated once you get the lines on. Alright, so now you're going to take the harness that was provided with the kit, and this piece is going to go on the OEM side, and this is going to go on the actual blow-off valve, just like that. Okay. Alright. Alright, here's when the confusing part happens. This is the confusing part. You're gonna have your brass T-fitting right here. You're gonna have the solenoid already hooked up to the original connector. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this line out right here. So you're gonna just turn it and pull. Boom, that's out. Now you're gonna take your T-fitting and you're gonna put it on this side. Okay, so once you have your fitting like this, you're gonna take one of the line that they supplied, and you're gonna cut it. You're gonna cut it, you know, you can cut it a decent amount first, you know. You want to cut once, and then this, let's just cut it right now actually. So cut it, just so we could show you. So this is gonna go like this, boom, and then I cut it a little bit too much, and then this is gonna go on here, just for, you know, just to show you guys. Alright, next step is going to be get your hose that was provided again, and now we're going to work from the line that's going to be on the top of the solenoid, on the very top, parallel to the connector. It's going to be going to the bottom portion of the blow valve right here. So do this. Now you can route it any way you want. I'm just going to do it. Motherfucker, hold on. You might need a spit on it, it's a little too tight. Hold on. Alright, so this is how it's pretty much going to look like. You can route it on the turbo inlet if you want, but I just think it makes more sense to leave it on the outside, and then we'll zip tie it later. So this goes on that top piece, and then we'll zip tie it something around there. Put this line, make sure it's all the way down. Make sure you leave enough line so that it doesn't get kinked or anything like that, and then we'll zip tie the harness and line together right here. Alright, so now let's work on the second line. This is going to be from the top of the blow valve to this 90-degree bend on the solenoid. Oh, my bad. Alright. And we'll zip tie all this so that it's nice and neat. Bingo, just like that. Right now we'll work on the bottom. All right, so the last line is going to be from the all the way on the bottom on the solenoid, and the last on the brass T-fitting. So what I'm going to do is just rotate it facing down, so that this way it'll be more cleaner and less line, and then we'll put a vacuum light from here to this location. All right. Alright, so it's just going to be like this, and now we'll tighten up this 10 mil and start zip tying the line so it can be nice and secure and it doesn't rub or kink. Alright, I already did zip tied it, so it's nice and secure. Now we just gotta tighten this last remaining 10 mil. Okay, now it's nice and secure. Now I also forgot to mention, you're gonna have a leftover spring. There's already a spring that's pre-installed for the blow valve. This is for if you guys are running some crazy shit, extra boost or whatever you gotta do. So we'll just leave that out. Save it for later. So now we're gonna go ahead and put on the intake, and then we'll give it a test. All right, I got the MST turbo inlet with the intake, so I'm gonna put this, and I got the paired up with the APR. This is for the Mark 7 actually. And we'll put this in. Okay. It's been a little pain in the ass. Right. Alright guys, so blow valve is installed, intake is on. Let's see if it works. No check engine light for now, so next thing, let's give it a test drive and see if it's good. Alright, car's nice and clean. Now we're going to do another test drive. This time we're going to have some audio equipment hooked up so you can hear the exhaust and the blow valve. Alright, so this is the setup that we're going to use for the audio, so you guys can hear the blow valve and the exhaust. This looks like a pain in the ass, bro. Sure you know what you're doing?
I think so.
Let's see. Alright guys, so I'm just finishing editing the video. This is my first time doing a vlog, install video, and everything like that, so I'll take all the criticism. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know what I did wrong, what I did right. If you guys want me to do more videos or anything like that, just let me know. I'll see it. You know, I wouldn't mind doing more videos, but it's up to you guys if you guys want to see more. So I appreciate it. Peace.